Hi, how are you today? I'm in a new location for the day, but you know what? It's very peaceful where I am, so that feels nice. Okay, I want to hop right in because I'm so excited. This is one of the new decks for to me because I got it new the other day. Spirit Animal Oracle deck from Collette Baron-Reid. She has also done postcards from Spirit. It's a great deck. I believe I've read them here, but if not, I will sometime. Anyway, like shout out to Hay House, because I truly am thankful for the bonus packages I received. Truly blessed and felt definitely so abundant and honestly just tickled that day. So it was nice. Ugh, okay, let's get right into it. So how's everyone doing? Are you good? Right? It's so nice to just take some time and diffuse. I just want to be like, breathe with me right now. Ready? I call it a Reiki breath, but it can be a yoga breath, or I'm sure there's like all these different terminologies for it. Yeah, man, just let it out. Okay. So this deck's really cool because what you think you know about the animal isn't necessarily the spiritual interpretation of its presence showing up in your life. And last night, we woke up around like 1, and you're funny, spirit. Anyway, I smelled skunk, but I actually was kind of like, I remember one of my spiritual mentors was like, well, when you're smelling a skunk, that's like protection and whatever. And so I was like, spray away, skunk. Like, go ahead, protect my whole house. Like, I'm in, I'm down. So it was, I like didn't really mind it. And then this morning I did my own shuffle for me and I got 2 cards and one was the skunk. And I was like, of course. And I loved reading. Whoa, whoa, okay, there we go. And scene. Oh, the deck's on there. Yeah. And then the other card I got, which is hilarious because it's the first card. Oh, I love all of these. I can't wait because I'm learning about the deck. I got Turtle Spirit this morning too, a turtle and a skunk, y'all. So Spirit's like, here's your extra reminder. Um, I'm so excited. Okay. Like why? The book literally like whoa out of my hands. Hang on. It's been a while since we've been up close and personal like this. But you know I'm a Cancer, so I like to get in there. Okay, 62. Slow and steady wins the race, everybody. We're all like, no, I don't want to be slow and steady. But you know what? So this is when we're in a a metrograde, when we're in a retrograde, which it's gone direct, and whatever, that there's always something going on out in the stars. We definitely can feel the effects, and part of that is feeling like things are slowed down when, like, in a spiritual way, what's really going on is like we need to adapt to the flow because we want things to happen, and usually a lot of challenges come up in retrogrades that are about like how are we navigating the challenges while in a retrograde. So it feels very heavy. So I love the turtle spirit. I think that's like a great direction for us to remember to go, and I'll read it and you'll get even more from it. Turtle spirit arrives. I'll show you the card too. My bad. Isn't it so pretty? Turtle Spirit arrives to remind you that when you do what you need to do, putting one foot in front of the other and trusting that you will see your intentions manifest in perfect timing, your prosperity and love will grow exponentially. And it's so true, even when we're fighting against that reality. And it's funny because a lot of the different spiritual and healing work I've been doing on myself lately, these messages keep coming up, like, this is slow right now. That's intentional. We have to trust where we're at and realize that this is a temporary place. So, how can we handle it with the most grace we can in the moments? Because we know better spiritually, kind of like this, we're moving through something. That's why being in tune with your intuition is so important, because when you deepen those awarenesses, when you're in these periods where turtle spirit is like, this is what it is, so let's look at why this is a good thing. It makes it easier to go with that flow instead of fight it. Now is not the time to rush around trying to force matters. Move slowly, perhaps even so slowly that it almost feels as if you are not moving at all. This may be a time to crawl before walking, taking your time to align to Turtle Spirit's place as you contemplate this road you are on, doing what you need to do in this small moment that will soon pass. Turtle Spirit reminds you that sometimes the best action is to slow right down. So if it feels as if you are not doing enough, know that simply being aware of what is happening right now may be an important step toward determining whether you need to pivot or simply keep putting one foot in front of the other. True love and true success comes with patience, says Turtle Spirit. Focus on the now, and the next step will be clear. The protection message with this card: pushing too hard or rushing to leave others in the dust is not the way of the turtle spirit, even if it seems at times it is the way of the world. Turtle spirit wants you to remember that you are a human being, not a human doing. In the protection position, turtle spirit is giving you the message that the best thing to do right now is to let go of the drive to compete or control or do more, instead, simply be. As an old Norse saying goes, we do without doing, and everything gets done. Spirit conspires on our behalf, so slow to a crawl or even stop, releasing any fear that life is a race that you might be losing. Trust that peace, prosperity, love, and purpose are all yours to enjoy right now. Do not do, simply be. Well, wasn't that healing? I like it. Part of what you can do for yourself while you're hearing all of this is you can do your breathing and you can do your releasing as you breathe out. And as always, get you some Reiki. Okay. Connect with a gal and let's get it going. All right. Ugh, beautiful. Koala spirit. Spirit has a plan, y'all. Oracle message. In nature, the koala moves slowly, it's a theme, through the branches of the eucalyptus trees, leisurely chewing the leaves, reminding us that life is not a race or a competition. Chasing around after every distraction can keep us from recognizing that we have all we need and that spirit will always be there with gifts to sustain us. You are being asked to trust that by moving slowly with faith in the abundance, that's a whole other healing topic, that is everywhere. So, faith in the abundance that is everywhere, surrender to a power greater than yourself. You will be able to experience the manifestation of your desire. As you take your time enjoying the riches available to you right now, sitting peacefully, you begin to radiate the joy and abundance you seek. Spirit is here to help you discover happiness, pleasure, and contentment, all the gifts that are yours now and in the future. Have faith and trust in Spirit's plan for you, and know that you are loved and cherished. The protective message. Are you feeling uneasy and mistrustful of the world? Have you been hiding in a safe spot, afraid to venture out because you're convinced that life and other people will disappoint you? Koala Spirit has appeared to let you know that your faith is misplaced. The present safety that you seek is already passing away because all things are temporary and outer conditions are always changing. Find your safety by placing your faith and trust in Spirit, who will grow the abundance that is already yours. Perhaps you are acting slowly and overly cautiously because you lack faith, and there is more for you out there than what you know. You may have boxed yourself into a safe place that has nothing else to give you and become so familiar with it that you have forgotten to explore. Are you feeling pessimistic and convinced there is nothing more out there for you? Koala's spirit reminds that self care is meant to replenish you so that you can venture out again in faith, trusting that there is no limit to the joy that spirit wants you to experience. Be good to yourself and reconnect with spirit to reclaim your faith in things yet unseen. Wow. I know it's not just me. Okay, next one. My gosh. Everyone, I grew up with dogs and had dogs myself, like had my own dog. Um, and I lived with a roommate who had a cat, but then I've recently become a cat over which owner, which I'm sure you've seen them in and around Jinx and Alyssa. Anyways, I never like cat love is real. It's seriously a real thing. Anyway, I'm a cat mom now, and the best thing I ever did. Okay, so I'm sure you can imagine, cat spirit, dear, claim your independence. Yes, I like this one. When cat spirit meows, she is calling you to claim your independence and allow for some space between you and others in your life. Yes. The only way you can grow in all of your relationships is to have a healthy sense of self respect and self worth. When you walk with dignity, knowing who you are, self aware and willing to grow, trusting the value you bring, the world will mirror all this back to you in kind. When you say no to codependency and enmeshment, live and let live and practice taking risks as you wander into new territory for you. Cat spirit rejoices. She is here to urge you to let your independent spirit roam free. I have all the feels. Protection message. This may be the time you are facing some unpredictable situations. Are you hesitant to take a risk, too cautious to jump into something new because you fear you can't trust yourself? Cat spirit is saying go for it. Okay, but we will. Um, because you will land on your feet. If nothing seems to be going according to plan, there is no reason to worry. Cat spirit loves to mix it up, and these seeming upsets will actually bring you some wondrous and unexpected opportunities. Get ready to pounce as you may be called to jump into something new at a moment's notice. At this time, your instincts are keen and your intuition is sharp. Remember, even a temporary failure can lead to a spectacular success. So embrace the adventure. You are sure footed and can trust yourself. There's, I don't know, there's nothing else to say with that one. This is why I love doing these because the messages are so clear. Like, I'm like, yes, to all the things in my life that as I'm hearing this, I'm like, oh my gosh, totally, totally, totally. Um, so what I'm appreciating and I guess feeling even from that card and why I was like so grinny, and all in my energy feels is because, there's true like energy richness in living in the faith. So maybe being like, well, I want to do this. um I'm not really sure how it's going to work out, but I'm kind of being like intuitively divinely guided to do this, like this urge that comes up, or I keep whatever, right? That's like spirit going hello. And it isn't going to go away because we're here to actually do those things. So unless we do them and keep walking toward them, um, the urge just, it's there. It doesn't go away because that's what we're supposed to do. So we should do it. We should go for it. That's how we're going to find our success. It's how we're going to create internal like happiness and peace and your self-confidence will grow and setting boundaries becomes easier, and it's a lot of work, but it's really, really, truly worth it. And it's so empowering when you do it. And I, of course, recommend Reiki along the way because it's one of the most supportive healing techniques out there. And if you haven't tried it, you should. And I would love to give you Reiki. So comment below, like, subscribe, and if you want Reiki, comment below and I'll contact you. This is a Keel card. Ready? Fox spirit. Think on your feet. Be alert now, for Fox spirit has appeared and you are meant to move swiftly. That's really funny. There's an aspect of moving slow and needing to embrace that. And I feel like this is moving into something different, because we've switched gears, and cat spirit sort of took us from one place into the next, which of course she would. Oh, those cats. Let this clever spirit draw out your creativity as you adjust to rapidly changing circumstances with resilience, grace, and astuteness. Fox spirit helps you think on your feet, using your best judgment and wits to help you slip into a more advantageous situation. Now is not a time to hesitate, but a time for swift action of the mind, a time to think outside the box and notice that the many ways in which you might make a move, aware of your surroundings and always clear on what you deserve and wish to co-create. Trust that your cleverness, guided by Fox spirit, will serve you well. The protection message. Are you camouflaging yourself to avoid intimacy? You mean? Perhaps you are being too clever for your own good and playing games to protect yourself. Being dishonest with yourself or others can become isolating and create obstacles to true connection. Fox Spirit calls you to be attuned to what is happening within you and around you so that your quick thinking and creativity can lead you to better relationships and situations. You are called to use your Fox Spirit beneficially rather than in ways that keep you from experiencing what you want. Or perhaps right now you are realizing that a situation is trickier than it appears on the surface, and you are afraid to make a move in case it turns out to be a mistake. I feel like everyone's like, I know what that one's about. Fox Spirit is here to remind you that when you are in alignment with the Great Spirit, the answers and solutions can come quickly and you can trust them. Don't overthink a situation in order to avoid the challenge of facing a difficult truth. Fox Spirit's creative nature will always be there to guide you and help you move quickly into better circumstances. Why I love this one is because it's really all about like honoring yourself in relationships. And the more stronger you get in setting boundaries with other people, um this is why I like that it's like think on your feet, be clever, like trust yourself, you know what you want, so do that, go for that. It's okay if you learn relatively early on that maybe that person, place, or thing isn't really for you. The Fox is all about having the capacity to quickly make that assessment and then do what is needed to be done. And so I love that. That really is awesome in terms of like just cultivating your relationship garden. Okay, our next card is so gorgeous. Horse spirit. Whoa, my book's dropping. Okay, freedom is yours. When horse spirit appears, you are gifted with the spirit of movement and freedom. It is a time for travel and adventure, whether that means a trip somewhere or taking a different type of journey, one of freedom or choice. Horse spirit reminds you that no matter the circumstance, you have free will and choice that can take you far away to a better place, a better situation, a better state of being. For there is no one but you to rein in your will and make a different decision. I love that. You are capable of making powerful choices that will affect you for a long time to come. Horses are social animals and known to be a friend to mankind, willing to carry us forward when needed. Horse spirit reminds you that help will be available to you wherever you need it, and companions will be by your side wherever you choose to go. Whatever direction you choose to travel. Life is an adventure, and horse spirit wants you to know that whatever choice you make, you have great spirit within, invisible yet holding you up and always walking by your side. If your inquiry is about a relationship, you can set your heart free to experience love in all forms. Spirit whispers to you that the gift of freedom is yours if you allow yourself to break out of your perfectionism and stubbornness. Totally not a perfectionist who's stubborn, okay? Make a move and enjoy the freedom of letting go and the need to control. It really is because obviously I'm a perfectionist and I'm stubborn. But I do have an ability to let go, and I understand what that internal process is, and I continue to kind of push through that, and I want to keep going deeper. In terms of my capacity to just like let go and trust and be cool with that, and like open it all up. So it's a great reminder that when we're putting our trust in the universe, that's also the universe gets to show us like, hey, I'm trustworthy, and going with that flow in that direction. The protection message: are you feeling stuck? Has your spirit been broken by challenges you have faced? Your current choices may not seem the best, but you are not seeing the clearing ahead where you can break free and run. Whatever your choices right now, they can lead you to exhilarating freedom, so trust the guidance of spirit. Horse spirit is here to tell you that adventure calls, and you will soon realize your power is greater than you think. Perhaps your frustration and feelings of being fenced in are the result of being too much on your high horse, unwilling to come down to earth and join the herd that wants to support you. Being in control and in charge can be overrated. I'm just so kidding. It's really true. Oh, my moon's in Leo, okay? It's time to loosen up, drop the reins, let go, and prince with others just for the fun of it. It's like, remember to have fun. Remember, even when we feel and can own our authenticity, and like, I'm a boss. That's just who I am. And I also am cool to be like, I don't have to be all the time. And I really enjoy not being, and being able to just like frolic and have fun and do that. And so it's fun to do that. Oh, what a good card. I like that relationship stuff. Relationship stuff. Okay. Our last card for today is ooh wee. Spirit does it all the time. Take a leap of faith. Right now, you are poised to jump up into the next level of your life and move forward into something even better than you could have ever imagined. But isn't really that what we all want? Like for real? And to do that, we just have to leap and be like, you know? When grasshopper spirit appears, it is a fortuitous time to take a leap into the unknown. For grasshopper spirit represents the innovative spirit that says, why not? And has the faith in the powers of co-creation. Next time you hear a grasshopper, I hope you think a little differently about them. And also remember, maybe they're like, take the leap. Eek, 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 eek. That's my grasshopper noise. When you are being called to trust that this is the right time to go with that idea, relationship, or situation, take risks, for abundance in all forms will show up for you. See the pattern? It's like take the risk, have the faith, take a leap of faith, all of those things, and like abundance is there, a way to like celebrate the abundance that is like currently happening in your life. I have a story about that. So I did the Monopoly thing, pulled off, and got a $5 gift card for the Bay. And I was like, $5? And immediately I was like, you're a jerk. Like, Spirit just was like, you know what? You blew that, girl. I gave you $5 and you were like, $5 damn. So I immediately was like, you better correct yourself. Like, you've already, whatever. So I had to like, and then I like had to redirect my thinking in some other manners when I was like, girl, you need to be grateful all of the time. Like that's $5 you don't have to spend when I go to the bay. Or maybe I can give it to someone. Like, do you know what I mean? So it was just that initial like, oh my God, Carolyn, stop and check yourself. Be grateful. Because if you can't be grateful when you win $5, like the universe is like, well, I'm not gonna have you win that, lotto thing we've talked about. Um, okay. Wondrous things await when grasshopper spirit appears. You are not going to go backwards. So listen to your intuition rather than your fearful ego that resists any change and clings worriedly to what was. That's why I'm such a fan of cognitive behavioral therapy because literally you're creating new neural pathways in your brain that are forming like new waves of thought because our brain loves to be on autopilot and just does the easiest like default thinking, which is usually incorrect. And that's why we have to challenge those thoughts and like stop them, recreate the new thought, and push that forward. So I love, love, love this. And I mean, if you've watched my videos, I'm like CBT all day, every day, it's really, truly, it's real and it does take time, but whatever, man. What else are we doing? Um, Okay, luck is on your side. Jump forward. No, yes, but jump up and forward with confidence. For spirit has so much in store for you if you only take that leap. Let's do it. I'm going to take the leap. So I want you to tell me what leap you took, not what leap you're going to take. Well, yes, I guess you can tell me, but I want to like what are you like? Where's your leap? Where's your leap? Protection message. It is hard for you to trust in good fortune because you have been hurt in the past when you took a risk. Staying earthbound does not offer the safety you seek, for that can be found only through trusting that spirit is always with you and wants the best for you. Your intuition is guidance from spirit telling you to let go of your fears and leap into the abundance and good fortune awaiting you. Grasshopper spirit reminds you that the only way now is to jump forward. Can you be willing to trust the unknown, the great mystery that you can't fully understand? Even if you take the teeniest leap in consciousness to be willing, it's a beautiful beginning. Sure, every leap forward brings a new challenge, but you can handle it with spirit as your partner. Trusting that this experience will only deepen your life with magic and meaning, take the leap. I love it. And I love that I acknowledge, like, even if it's teeny, because some things are so massive in terms of like what we need to take on, or like it's like a a slow motion leap. So, I'm like adjusting to the leap. But I'm like leap in process. I'm doing this thing. But I'm still doing it, right? And I don't believe that spirit is necessarily concerned with our human process because we all have one. It's more or less like um, when we're hearing that spiritual guidance, that divine guidance, go with that, right? Like, take those steps. Sometimes it's like, well, why am I doing this? And spirit's like, listen, it's going to be a couple few, but remember that like passion that you had, or that things that brings you a lot of joy, or like this learning area, you have to heal all this stuff. And like, this is, we're getting you there. So, we have to have faith, and that's part of the human journey, because we have our pesky ego and our brain is flippin' lazy. So we have to redirect, and we're just really starting to open our consciousness about all of that stuff, and especially with Eastern medicine and energy healing. Like, trust me, there's a whole there's a whole revolution coming for that, with that, and for that. It's exciting. Um, I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks so much for hanging out and humoring me. And I hope that you got a little healing something out of it. I hope you feel better. And I would love to give you Reiki. So comment below if you want a Reiki treatment, and I will connect with you and we can plan that. Okay, have a lovely day, friends. Bye.